we will be talking about, are aliens and spirits real? Yes, we'll be hitting the topics of Billy Carson, yes, and Dolores Cannon. Yes, we will be speaking about these two amazing individuals on this live. And I'm going to try and do my best to keep up with the comments today. So let's see who gets into the live first, guys. Just wait for the participants to turn up, and then we will be able to start talking a bit more. So guys, for those of you to just join in, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, Ezekiel, yes, and we are asking the question, are aliens and spirits real? This is what we're talking about on this particular stream tonight, guys, yes? So let's wait for everybody to get into this stream so that we can start. Yes, and turn this down. There we go. Let's see if I can catch up with this. Brilliant. Then I got the chat down at the bottom, so this is absolutely brilliant. There we go, guys. So, right. We've got one participant in here right now. Would you like to comment so that I know? Uh-oh, my phone just, it just unstuck from there. That is not a good thing, guys. Damn it. I may have to go and get some more sellotape to stick this back on, because I haven't got enough money yet to be able to buy another case for this phone, and damn it. Right. 2 seconds, guys. Damaged Helia, I am really good, thank you. I just need to go and get some sellotape a second, guys. Bear with me. I will be there now. I do apologise, guys. I just dropped you on the floor. Damn it. Oh, no. Right, I'm going to have to take this out a second, guys, because I was not expecting my phone to fall out like this. So I'm going to put it in here without the charger on it, and it's all falling apart. No! Bear with me, guys. My set is falling apart. I'm trying to get the phone holder back in. I do apologise. Damage Healer. Yes, after hot holes, do you know what? Damage Healer. It was so fiery this morning when I was on the toilet. I'm not going to lie, you know, it really was a bit of an eye-opener. So yeah, hot holes was, it lived up to its name. It really did, guys. Whew. So, for those of you that just joined in, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we will be talking about the questions, are aliens and spirits real? This is what we'll be talking about in this live, guys. Thank you, bless you, how. Thank you, Damaged Healer. I really do appreciate such like-minded people in these lives, guys. So if you haven't already, guys, please double tap the screen or hit the thumbs up down by here, guys, and subscribe is completely free. And if you would like to comment, guys, this is a safe space to comment. Put your comments down below and I will do my best to read them. So ultimately, guys, we are doing a stream tonight, and it's all about, are aliens and spirits real? So if you have any stories, if you have any spooky or out of this world stories about this topic, then please, guys, share those stories with us. I'll do my best to read them, I will. Yes. Anyway, Damaged Healer, I hope that you are doing really well, and I hope that you're enjoying this lovely weather. Zah, thank you for coming back. I do appreciate you for coming back in. Happy Saturday, Lord Ezekiel. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, you know. It's so amazing that we keep getting the same people back each time I go on my lives, but getting the same people coming back in, and I really do appreciate you all, you know. But I do have to apologise, guys, that these comments come flying in so many times as the live's going on, that there's too much going on, so sometimes I might not be able to read your comments, but guys, I promise I will try and get round to you at some point if I do miss it. You know, just keep commenting and I should pick it up. So guys, have you ever heard of a guy called Billy Carson? I'm not too sure who that one is, but hello, I think that is Arabic maybe. I do appreciate you coming into this live. I don't speak that particular language, so I do apologise, but I hope you are doing well. Let me know in the chat. And also, VRI, welcome back. I do appreciate you being back here. I do, guys. I really, really do. So we're just touching on the topic of are aliens and spirits real, you see. So, Tigerus, how do you make babies? Well, I'm guessing you could probably use your imagination for that, but a good question. Tiago, hello, do you believe Jesus? What you refer to as Jesus or to the Christ and things like that. Now, I believe in a God, but I don't call it God. I refer to such things as the source. Yes, the source, the light, the love. So yes, I do believe in what you are saying. So thank you for tuning in with that. KS Kitchen. Thank you for being in this live. Let me just quickly introduce myself. I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial. Yes, Ezekiel. And in this live, we are talking about the topic of are aliens and spirits real? Yes, we are, guys. If any of you have had any spooky or out of this world stories to tell us, then guys, please let us know in the chat if you've ever seen anything like a ghost or a UFO, anything along those lines, guys. Please let us know in this live. This is a free space, or should I say a safe space, for each and every single one of you to express all the things that you would like to talk about on the topics of aliens and spirits. So guys, come on. Let Ezekiel know if any of you have seen a spirit, ghost, a jinn, anything weird like that, or a UFO. I am not from such planet. No, I'm not actually. KS Kitchens. Tiago, someone once knocked on the door and there was nobody, and I saw lights in my room before that happened. Wow, that is most interesting, because, when things like that happen, especially if there's no one else in the house, or, it makes it even more credible, It's very interesting. Thank you for sharing that story. I do appreciate that, Tiago. And I hope you can please double tap the screen, guys, and subscribe. Especially you, Tiago. It's a great question. Anyway, Scott, thank you for coming into the live. Scott, I do appreciate you. Behavish. I come from the constellation of Orion. I know of such. Yes, I do know of Orion. Orion's belt. Yes. Are you talking about the same Orion there? Let me know. 2 seconds. Yes. RVRI, I might have seen small orange balls, lightning as a kid, but I think it was definitely lucid dream or something. That's really interesting, because if you think about it, that aliens, they say, once people get abducted and things like that, tend to forget what actually happened and only have, a very small memory about that certain things that happened, but you never know, guys. I don't think the extraterrestrials are trying to do anything bad upon this planet, you see. I think that they're only trying to help spiritually ascend the humans. A great question, though. I almost joined the cult last year, Scott. Which cult was that? I'd love to know some more about it. I really do love to learn things, So if you could tell me a little bit more about the cult, I really would appreciate it. Which planet? So where am I from? Which planet? I cannot tell you what planet I'm from because it will jeopardize the other extraterrestrials that live there. See, the men in black are most probably watching my live streams, so I must be very careful. Very, very careful that the men in black do not get my location, especially at this location, or my planet. I hope you understand that. Damaged Healer, I'm guessing you know of the Rendlesham Forest incident. Of course, we actually did a video on that particular topic, you see. It's on our main page at the top of our YouTube channel page, and it is a video that is called Ouija Board at UFO Crash Site. You'll see a thumbnail of me holding one of these Ouija boards with a crashed UFO behind me. If you go and watch that particular video, you will know all about how I crash landed here and how I came to be on this channel, because it is basically a bit of a small documentary on that video from Ancient Aliens, which is very credible, which actually shows all the proof and evidence that aliens possibly did land at Rendlesham Forest. It's really, really interesting. So I hope you go and check that out, Damage Healer. Good question, though. Happened in the UK. Yes, it is known as the UK's, what was it called? Bear with me a second. We just have a quick drink. Yes, it is known as the UK's Roswell. Yes, the UK's Roswell. And we did an entire episode about it, doing a paranormal investigation right where the UFO was reportedly crashed or landed. But we think it crashed, you see, because there's a lot of evidence to suggest that it came down, and it was possibly damaged at the time, that craft. But anyways, catch up with these comments. I do apologise. Yes, happened in the UK. KS Kitchen 4567B. I'm not from that planet. No, good guess though. Some kid thought he was the son of Christ. I'm not too sure who you're referring to though, but Tigress, I almost unalived once. I seen a glimpse of the other side. It's not like this life. Times last far longer, but time is also always faster. I don't know how to describe it properly. I completely understand there. I really do, because I know what you mean. I've literally, do you know what? I've had an NDA myself. And things, yes, it's a most profound experience, it really is. But yes, thank you for that comment, I really do appreciate it. My planet is definitely not that planet, Chaos Kitchen again. Rob, thank you for being in the live. Zar, Tigress, that's the fourth dimension, there we go. Thank you for answering that. Zar, Kitchen, I'm from planet 4567B. Ah, there we go. Another extraterrestrial in the live then. Scotsman, I was referring to the cult. Ah, right, thank you. I do understand now, Scotsman. I went through the... Wow, okay, I get you now. Thank you. Thank you. RBRI, I think Scott was talking about the cult. Yes, I get that now. Thank you, RBRI. Rob, how familiar are aliens with the concept of... Ah, yes, you're trying to make a joke, eh? Anyway, do you mean concept of joking? Not too sure. Behind the board is a door hole. It's actually a window. But great observation there, guys. Right then, you good. Hello. Thank you for being on the live. RVRI, gotten. Not too sure to be there. But guys, right then, so let's sort of try and hit on these topics. So if any of you do have any understanding of who Billy Carson is or Dolores Cannon, let me know in the chat and I will pin your comment and we will talk about those people, because they are some very amazing and most talented and wonderful people. Although Dolores Cannon is not with us anymore on planet Earth, she is back as spirit, but that does not stop us from talking about the amazing work that she did when she was doing her New Age metaphysics, quantum healing hypnosis technique. Yes, there's QHHT, quantum healing hypnosis technique. Those are the sort of spiritual healings she was using, you see. Show the alien peen. What you saying, Rob? Come on. This is not the sort of place to do that sort of stuff. Tiago, did you ever experience something extraordinary? I'm wondering. Now, I have, to be honest, I've seen many of things on paranormal investigations. I mean, the first time that I did a paranormal investigation before I started this channel with the group, you see, I didn't believe in any of this stuff. Well, I had an open mind, but I was, I wasn't too sure about it all. So to see if the spirit side of these things was real, I booked a haunted house event. Well, it was actually an old abandoned hospital, and it was an event called, it was Bronigarth Hospital in North Wales in the United Kingdom. That was where we investigated, and the Ouija board and the other methods that we were using actually worked, and it blew our minds, and that's why why ultimately then we decided to start this channel, to then try and I guess, channel these spirits to help guide us to a higher vibration. Yes, guys, you can all be a part of this, see, because it's a very positive thing that we're doing on this channel. Guys, I have missed quite a few of your comments. I do apologize. Blink, you freak. Truth, I'm a man in a mask. Come on. So Damage Healer, I know some of Dolores Cannon. We briefly spoke about her the other day. Yes, it is absolutely incredible, Dolores Cannon, and the new age metaphysics that she was doing with her quantum hypnosis healing techniques that she was using. And apparently the Dolores, whenever she had her patients turn up for any of those QHHT healings, she would only ever have to see any of her patients once and never have to see them again, literally healing them within their own first session. So I really want to dive into her work, and there are actually online courses that are being run by Dolores Cannon's daughter, Julia Cannon. So I will be taking those courses soon and learning her QHHT, her quantum healing hypnosis techniques, guys. And I will be doing these techniques on the boys on this channel, you see. They were all going to be trying it and seeing what sort of outcomes we can get using those techniques. And Billy Carson is a real inspiration when it comes to the channel, because ultimately Billy Carson has also taught Ezekiel quite a lot about planet Earth and how, ultimately there is a big part of Earth's history that is missing, and we're trying to fill the gaps. And that is what Billy Carson is all about. Filling in the gaps of the history that we just simply haven't been told, you see. Because history means his story, and his story can't always be trusted, you see. So guys, it's down to some of the greatest thinkers like Billy Carson and Dolores Cannon to help move the metaphysical and the physical into the positive. So guys, I really am enjoying these comments today. Oh, PP, hello, it's a pleasure. P212, whatever. Viri, hello Viri, thank you for being back in the chat. I do appreciate it. Whatever keeps whatever keeps the rent paid, bro, keep up the good work. PT12, I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please go and double tap the screen or hit the thumbs up and subscribe as well, because you really will be helping out with all the charity work we're doing on this channel, you see. So, guys, right then. So, a few more comments to read, I guess, is there? Yes, there is. So, let me just get back to these. Welcome to... Okay, so... Scotsman, what's your opinion on the fifth dimension? Okay, so if you think about what a one-dimensional reality might look like, okay, so the first dimension, if you think about it, would be in the mind. That is the first dimensional reality. Okay, so a thought is a first dimension thought. Okay, it comes from a place where it is created by thought, the first dimension. And then we have something called the second dimension. Okay, the second dimension would be when you take that thought, yes, and then you write or draw the thought on paper, then creating the second dimension, you see. It is then the second dimension. So then to create it in the third dimension would be to physically create the object or the thing that you thought about in the first dimension and then wrote or drew in the second dimension, and then you would build it so that it then would coincide into the physical reality that you call the third dimension. Then we would then have to take it to a fourth and fifth dimension. So guys, do any of you think, how would you be able to process or to be able to understand the fourth dimension if we are third dimensional beings, you see? So maybe that the fourth and fifth dimensions don't have the words we need to describe them. Therefore, because we only can call them the fourth and fifth, we do not have the, the literal words are not existent. So we have to try and make up analogies and understandings so that we can get to those pathways. Great question. But yes, I mean, the fourth dimension, you could probably be able to see past, present, and future. Now, you would be able to see all of these things at once, you see. So everything, if you think about when say a fourth dimensional being was trying to communicate with the third dimension and how that would be, maybe when we third dimensional reality humans or extraterrestrials go to and do paranormal investigations, that we can make communication with a fourth or fifth dimension, you see, through such things as, and I'm pretty sure all you guys understand what this is, don't you? This is a Ouija board, or also known as a talking board. Yes, these have been used as a device to be able to speak to the other realities you see. So maybe the fourth dimension is all to do with things like this, Do any of you have any experiences with such devices? Let me know in the chat, guys. Do you know a pet alien, Bob? I don't care, sorry. Do you think of Bob Lazar? Yes, I do think of Bob Lazar. Now, Bob Lazar is also a really, really amazing person, and the work that he was doing at Area 51 is out of this world, guys. It really, really, really was, And he only got to be famous at first and was given the opportunity by Area 51 to be able to work there because he was quite a bit of a celebrity in his town, because he is a propulsion physicist, and he literally put a jet engine onto his car and literally drove that car through the town and cities every day back and forth to work. And that is how he got very famous, you see, because he got put in the news. And then I'm guessing Area 51 sort of guessed, maybe we should give him a little chance at trying to re-engineer the alien technologies that they hold there, So it's really, really important to understand that Bob Lazar, very most likely, possibly, was told to do all the things he's been said to do. But at the same time, we don't know if that's true, but he also was apparently, he came out with element 115, like 10 years before it was even discovered, guys, and he was saying about it. So how did he know about the new element on the table, the periodic table that you humans use for your science and biology and such things, So how did he know that there was a new element such as element 115, and he knew what it did and how they used it in these spacecraft for anti-gravity? Yes, they were using element 115 for an anti-gravity on the crafts, you see. So it's really, really important to understand that there are way more elements on the periodic table that have not been discovered yet, because they're not showing us. But guys, it's down to us as great thinkers, to have these conversations so we can bring them up. Right there, and what do you think? He's 700 years old. I really am not. I am as old as the universe. I have always been. I don't have an age. RBRI, fourth dimension and fourth dimension as physical time. Well, that's a great question, you see. So the fourth dimension, like I said, would be past, present, and future. So yes, no, it doesn't have a physical time, because time doesn't really exist. Now, humans are the only species that has ever come up with a measurement for something that doesn't exist. Time. Time does not exist. And I'll give you an example. I'm in the United Kingdom right now, right? And I am speaking to all of you around the world right now, right? At all different time zones according to our governments, right? All those time zones are all different. But when I speak to you, you all get to see and hear me at the same time. Therefore, time does not really exist. Time never existed, and everything has always been. You get me? So that phone call or this device that is live streaming, and there might be a little tiny delay, but you all will see and hear me at the same time. But you're all in different time zones, you see. So literally, the time does not make no difference. Wherever you are on the planet, you will literally see me at the same time, guys. So how can time exist? Humans literally created the measurement of time, and it didn't even exist. It's crazy. But anyway, that's a whole nother chapter, that is, guys. We're talking about this board right now, though. I want to talk about this board. So, guys, have any of you had experience with it? Do you know a pet alien? No, I don't know a pet alien. Black Merlin? Ah, welcome. Scotsman. When I was 6, I kept seeing a wheelchair in my apartment, but we didn't have a wheelchair. No way! Wow, that's really interesting. So that might be a spirit that was bound to a wheelchair whilst they were living, you see, because ultimately they, when spirits or when the humans pass back over to spirits, sometimes they would like to re-enter into this metaphysical as the fourth dimensional spirit to then try and experience things, you see. So it is quite amazing, you see, how, the spiritual and the extraterrestrial side of things are literally all of the same, because literally, guys, there's such a misunderstanding about, spirits and extraterrestrials. They've all been given such a bad name and a bad rep, but really, guys, these extraterrestrials and the spirits all want to help us, you see. It's very, very important. This tool that we have here, guys, has been used, yes, in many of ways on our channel, and we use it for a positive side, you see. We try and communicate with other dimensions to try and find out all the most wonderful things that this world has to offer when it comes to the spirit side, because it's very interesting, you see. It really is. Oh, we've got a member in. Bryson, welcome back. I do appreciate you. You're my favourite YouTuber. I really do appreciate that. Oh my God, I do appreciate that. I'm going to pin your comment because you are awesome. Thank you so much. Bryson, thank you. Do you have anything to say about these Ouija boards? Have you ever used one? Let me know, Bryson. Thank you. Damage healer, but some they fall down into one level of vibration, whether that's because they crash and fall into our plane of it's intended or by complete accident. Yeah, well, I could imagine that everything that these spirits and extraterrestrials do, they know what they're doing. They could, like I said, if they're from fourth dimensions, they can see the past, present, and future. Therefore, everything that they do would be done with the most confidence of it being correct, you see. So there are the spirits and extraterrestrials only ever here to help us, guys. Remember that, okay? Thank you, though, Bryson. It's me, Brian. Hello, Brian! Brian and Brian Jr., is it? Or is it a bit late for Brian Jr. now, Brian? Let me know. Except reptilians. Yes, Zar, you are actually correct there. But I was trying to not talk about them because, they're very negative, those reptilians. They're very grumpy. But yes, that's a good one, though. So, Brian Jr., it is you. I do enjoy you being in this chat, and I hope you enjoy your membership that was gifted to you also. Oh, you haven't got one, Brian Clark. Hopefully we'll get one gifted to you soon, actually. Or wasn't you gifted a membership? Not too sure. It must have been someone else. Sorry. Diane, wow, how much is the mask worth? I will actually tell you that. I bought this mask on Immortal Masks, and it was around about, I think in dollars, $600 or so. I bought it quite a few years back, well, about a year or so ago now, and we used this mask on one of our videos where we blended the paranormal with the extraterrestrials, and this character has been playing a character called Ezekiel in those videos. So guys, if you want to know a little bit more about me, Ezekiel, and my character, then go and check out the video at the top of our page on our channel. It is called Ouija Board at a UFO Crash Site. You will learn plenty about, so there's a bit about there, my, substance abuse in the trailer, so you get to understand a little bit about what I went through as I was spiritually awakening as the human form, and how Ezekiel, the extraterrestrial, actually saved me from my dark parts of my life, and then helped me spiritually awaken. But the channel is all about a spiritual awakening, and a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. Yes. Thank you, though. Scotsman, my aunt used one and gave it to my mum. She said that's probably how spirits got there. You might be right there, This is Brian. Thank you, Brian. 4:30 here in Florida. Wow. I bet it's lovely weather out there, isn't it? That's very early in the morning, that is. Fair play to you, Brian. You are up early. I like it. I am very good, though, Brian. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I hope that you are doing great, too. I really do appreciate you, So, Bryson, are you still in the chat? I would love to see. show my fingers. I can show you this bit. I'm just a man in a mask, guys. Black Merlin. You're back again. Okay, I'm caught up. How ginger nuts? Oh god! So guys, ginger nuts, the moderator, has just come back into the chat, and yes, he was on my show yesterday for episode of Hot Holes, episode 2, and yes, it was crazy to be honest because I burnt my face off whilst he just ate those hot holes without any problem. It was made me look like a baby. It did. Thank you, though, Drew. I do appreciate that. But yes, today it did definitely live up to its name, Hot Holes, the show. It did definitely live up to it, didn't it, Drew? You were also experiencing the hot hole experience today, weren't you? The day after? Yes. Right then, can you shout me out can you shout me out on your channel? Yes, I can. Brian Clark. Everybody go and follow Brian Clark. It's actually Brian Clark Jr. So Brian Jr. in the chat. Everybody go and check him out. Go and subscribe to his channel. He is an awesome human being. He really is. So guys, I've got to try and keep up with this chat. What's your opinion on liminal spaces? I'm not too sure what you mean by liminal space or spaces. Maybe you could, maybe tell me a little bit more about it so that I can understand. I really would appreciate that. I was sick 2 times. Oh, yes, I was the day we did the hot holes, Drew. How is yours, Drew? Oh, days. Tiago, what's your opinion on alien life? Think the universe is full of life and that there are millions of life forms out there just like us? Yes, I do actually believe that. That is a brilliant question, Tiago. Yes, I believe that even our galaxy is full of life. We would be very naive if we did not think that, because so much has happened in the past that actually gives a lot of credible evidence to these theories, guys. It really does. And the fact that we've already got a human such as Elon Musk that is trying to get humans onto Mars shows that it's only taken so many years for the Industrial Revolution, for these rockets to become a thing, that humanity could do so. So it is really quite interesting how that we are already looking for other planets. So that would make me think that possibly that other even human life that existed in the past probably left for the stars also, depending on what was going on their planets at the time, you see, or like most of the extraterrestrials actually buried themselves into the planets inside because they are protected from solar rays and all the things that can happen like wind and rain, tsunamis and earthquakes and such things, you see. So when you ultimately live inside the planets like us extraterrestrials, then we are at peace there because we don't get disturbed also, It's really interesting. So guys, I'm going to try and keep up with these again. Thank you to Ginger Nuts and Tiago. It's a great question, thank you. You didn't show no emotion on the outside, so big respect. See, he must be human. Yes. Scott Starman, sorry. A place that feels familiar, like you've seen or been to one of these places. Yes, like deja vu, I get deja vu every now and then thinking that I've, seen or been somewhere before. It's very interesting. Did I see you in the movie Paul riding around in a trailer with some gay nerds? Do I have to answer that one? Do I really? I do appreciate that though, that is funny. Thank you for that comment. But no, that's Paul. I'm not Paul, you see. But Paul did have a great time, so he told me. Yes. I hear those 2 other guys were very stand-up guys, They're really nice. Elliot, good vibes on the stream. Oh, Elliot just messaged. I just seen that. Elliot, you're in the chat, are you, Elliot? It's a pleasure to have you in Ezekiel's live. It really is, Thank you for joining. So then, Bryson. Are you still here, Bryson? I'd love to have another question of you because that was really, really good, I was enjoying this source, to be fair. You know what? You really were, Drew. That's the most worrying part about it. You were enjoying it a bit too much, whilst I was in a lot of pain. You were just breathing through it like it was nothing, you know. Yes. Anyway, who is going to give me a story next? I would love to know, guys, if any of you can be used for... Okay. So, does anyone have any spooky or out of this world stories to share with the group now, guys? Come on, share your spooky or out of this world stories in this group. No, come on, guys. I really want to hear them. I really do. I'm going to put this Ouija board down now because it's a little bit weird just holding it, you know. So guys, I have been doing a mental health awareness stream each day this week as well. I'm very proud of that stream because we get hundreds of people coming in, but also thousands of people have been tuning in lately. Literally thousands and thousands of people, guys. It's amazing. I really have been really enjoying those mental health awareness lives. Now, it would be great if we can get the numbers in this live too, guys. It really would. I can't do it without you guys. So, guys, if you haven't already, please go and double tap the screen to like the live or hit the thumbs up down by here. And subscribe, guys. It's literally free and you'll be helping the channel out. And if you really want to help, give us a donation and it will go to the food banks, guys. Yes, it will. But do you know what? There's some really, really good questions tonight. I really do appreciate them. So, guys, have you seen Billy Carson on Instagram? His channel is called Forbidden Knowledge. Yes, Forbidden Knowledge. And we're going to just touch on the topic about what Billy Carson was recently speaking about on his Instagram channel, Forbidden Knowledge. He was talking about if the moon landing was real or not. And what his opinion was, which is the same opinion as mine, is that yes, it was fake, but they really did go there. And the reason why they had to fake the moon landing, right, was because there was already extraterrestrial life on the moon inhabiting it, you see. So if they had gone up there and filmed it up there and showed the public, because it was live, well, they didn't do it live. Did they do it live? I can't remember. But because they were literally filming up there, they would have seen all the things that they didn't want you humans to see up there, you see. So they had to film big parts of that on planet Earth, you see. So ultimately, they did go there and they actually did 7 missions to the moon and only publicized one on TV the once. The other 6 missions they did, which were manned missions, and I'm talking about Apollo 13 now, guys, they went another 6 times to the moon and didn't put it on TV or didn't tell anyone what they did. So what did they do on the other 6 times that they were there when they put man on the moon? 6 other times. Think about it, guys. NASA is only there to try and confuse you all. They are basically a central intelligence agency, and every single company in the world goes through them to make sure that the secrets of the extraterrestrials don't get out, you see. Only when they are ready to reveal them, you see. But they are doing it in small drips and drabs, enough that the public will slowly become used to the fact that we are here. But we are here to help you guys. You see? We really are. We want to help. We want to help you humans. Help yourselves. You see? Because ultimately that's what we must do, is that nobody can really save us. We must save ourselves. And this beautiful planet is such a lovely place when we look at it the right way, you know. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure so far. I am enjoying such amazing comments. Tiago, I know the story of a butcher that had a butcher shop. The girl got hit by a car. The man then saw the girl sitting on his desk at the counter one night. The man was very though it was in our village. Wow. Do you know what is most interesting, you know, because Dolores Cannon, the lady who I learned a lot of the spiritual stuff about, who's no longer with us, speaks about how when people are unalived, she said that, I'll give you an example. Say somebody was in a hospital bed and they were literally if they were to pass away, Dolores Cannon said the experience would be that you would feel really cold before you pass. Yes. And then she said it will go black for you, so you wouldn't see anything. And then next thing you know, you will be stood next to your body, looking down at your body that you just left as a spirit, thinking to yourself, oh, I feel so much better now I've left that body. It was in great pain and it was hurting and I didn't really like being in there, but now the body is free and the pains are gone, you see. So as a spirit, being able to go out of the physical body, not experiencing any physical emotions no more and physical pains, you see. So the body is left and the soul goes on, but you will see yourself apparently, so Dolores says. Dolores literally says, you will literally wake up next to yourself, looking down, thinking, God, I look terrible. I'm so glad I'm back as a spirit and not in that body because, probably I didn't look after myself back in the days and now I am, but, ultimately though, when it is my time one day, I look forward to finding out the truth about all these spiritual things. So, but we will never really understand it until that time comes, It's really, really interesting, I find it really, really interesting. I find you humans interesting. That is why I am here on planet Earth, to try and find out about all these lovely things and help you humans spiritually ascend, you see. It's a good question, Diego. Diego, it's a cool story. I really like that, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to pin it now, okay? There we go, Diego. I just pinned that question because it was so awesome. So, pretty good mass. Thank you, Off Label. I do appreciate that. Diego, I wouldn't lie. This is, I speak what I think I believe to be true. So if I do say something that maybe doesn't align with you guys, or that might be wrong, I do make mistakes, guys. But if you know better than me, please chuck it in the comments. And do you know what? This is what the greatest thinkers in our times do. We speak and communicate about these things as we do, because we want to be like philosophers, where we choose love and wisdom to come up with all the answers and all the questions, you see. So, thank you about the master. Damage Healer and Anna C loves Dolores Cannon. That is amazing. So you know who she is. You know all about her New Age metaphysics and the QHHT that she was doing, which is the quantum healing hypnosis technique. It really is remarkable work that Dolores is doing. And Ezekiel, I will be taking her courses to learn her quantum healing hypnosis techniques. And ultimately, I will be doing these on the lives for people like you to see that work, hopefully in real time, where we will be able to get some of our people in this on our channel to actually go under the hypnosis once I am able to do it, you see. So just need the participants from the team to be able to do that. Isn't that right, Drew? He said in the chat. Are you up for being hypnotized, Drew? Let me know. Damage Healer, experience an OBE. I could see a body, my friend. I could hear all the conversations and confirm them back. So I'll tell that, is because I'm guessing you're on about an NDA, a near-death experience. Is that what you meant, Damage Healer? D. Reedy, I have... Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. I don't want to know what I'm doing. I just want to live until... being in the present is the most important thing. And yes, you can see that right now, that you want to be in the present. And that is the most important place to be, in the present right now. So well done for recognizing that. And I really do appreciate you being in this live. And I do really, really do care about you, though. And what you said there, sharing that with the group as well must take a lot of courage to be able to do so. So I really do think you are an incredible human for sharing that. I do thank you, and I do wish you all the best for your recovery too, because it really must be very hard. It really must be. I wish you all the best, honestly. D. Rini, I would love you to subscribe as well. So it would be great if you can get my notifications to come back in here. I would love to speak to you more often as well. It would be amazing to know how you are getting on, because I do care, you know. Jay West, I am not real. I am a man in a mask, but the words that I say are real, guys, okay? I'm not here to mess around, guys. I'm here to help you humans. I really am. So even if we're talking about these topics, you know, are aliens and spirits real? This is what we're trying to talk about, you know. But we can talk off topic too, guys. Just whatever you guys want to do. And I see everything you have said, I agree with 100%. Thank you, Anna C. I do appreciate you very much being in this live. Thank you. Jay West, I'm not real. I'm just a man in a mask. Damage healer, yes. So that was for a near-death experience. Yes, I have had a near-death experience also. It literally changed my life for the better. Most of my, so that's Jada, sorry. Most of my experiences have been internal. The external typically comes in the form of synchronicities. However, I did see a few beings last May during the aurora via camera on one of my eyes. That's really, really, really incredible, you know, because funny you should say about the time in the aurora. I think we had an eclipse in the UK back last year, around about that time, I'm not too sure. And whilst the eclipse was going on, I actually did a meditation blindfolded and placed crystals on all my chakras. And in the meditation, I don't know how, guys, but I managed to see the eclipse with my eyes closed. Strange, I know. And then a being just like this appeared in my vision. Yes, I literally seen this being in my vision. I'm not even joking, guys. It was just stood there like this, looking at me. And recently, I have seen more of this in my visions, you guys, because as I go to sleep at night, I managed to be able to turn my third dimension, so I managed to turn on my pineal gland and have such experiences where I can vision and see things with my eyes closed, especially when I'm trying to go to sleep. This is where I mainly do it, although it's quite exhausting, but I've learned to do it over the years, and I have seen some of the most amazing and beautiful things, and also the amazing, I call them positive energies or possible spirits that I have seen whilst in those, we'll call them trances maybe. Really, really life-changing sort of experience, you know. It happened to me recently, and it completely took me by surprise when it happened. So, Diego, cheers for the aliens. Thank you so much. D. Rini, I always be here, no problem. I hit the like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, D. Rini. I do. Thank you for being a part of this movement on this channel. You are greatly appreciated. Thank you. Ric Flair, have you ever left your body to look at aliens? Well, that experience I was just talking about then, Ric Flair, when I was doing a meditation, I felt as if, well, I was in my body, but I was experiencing something I could see with my eyes closed. I think I seen the eclipse with my eyes closed. I don't know how, but that was very, very peculiar. And also this extraterrestrial that I am right now was something I was also seeing in that meditation. So yeah, very good question. D. My mum has a stiff person syndrome and cancer. For her dying slow death, very sad and scary at the same time. Never pain, muscles locking up on you, anxiety and depression. Do you know, it is so amazing how resilient you humans can be, you know. It really is. And thank you, D. Renee, for sharing those things with us. It really is moving, you know. It does touch my heart, and I'm pretty sure it touches the heart of others. And you know what? Literally, being able to open up to these things sometimes can be quite difficult. And look at you, you're an absolute star, literally putting up these comments here and literally helping others be able to communicate in such ways by just showing you, just by doing it yourself. So I do appreciate that, Dee Renice. Depression, anxiety, and grief is, no, that's really sad to hear that, You know, there's so many wonderful things in the world, so I really do hope you all the best with all that, and your mum. I really do, because I only want the best for you humans, I really, really, really do. Thank you, Dee Aristo, for sharing that with us. I do appreciate you. What does the light turning on and off and brief seconds during meditation mean? What does the light turning on and off brief second during? What about the lights externally or internally? Ric Flair, let me know. Diego, stay positive in these weird times. Yes, we should. Diego, bless your mum. Yes, bless your mum. Dee Marie, really do send you blessings, all of you out there. I'm a nurse. I care. Oh, yes. I bet you're an incredible caring nurse too. I bet you are. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. How do you find nursing though? Is that something that you always wanted to do? How did you come about to do that, Renee? I would love to know. Ric Flair, the room external. Right, okay. So we're talking about possibly when spirits try to communicate with humans? Is that what you mean? When spirits communicate, sometimes they will do such things as, energy. They can manipulate things like electricities and turn things on and off sometimes, but not literally by the switch. Sometimes it can just be a blip of electricity. But guys, there are so many unknown things about this realm that when we talk about them, we literally can unlock the key to all of these things, because that's what we do as the greatest thinkers of our time. Yes, we literally talk about the unknown and the people, the things that people are too scared to talk about, you see. Yes. Thank you. What does knocking mean 7 times before you die? Thank you. I have no idea there, Deanery. I'm not too sure. Jada, I think similar experiences during a CE5 attempt in 2019. I saw a being that looked like a tall goat. I guess a Groot. Okay, Groot. Ancient in energy. Eventually, I discovered its name, Abuk. I'm not too sure. An aspect of the higher self. What? An aspect of your higher self? Is that what you're trying to say there? Maybe the Groot was something. Maybe the Groot was an extraterrestrial, and you were visited. Therefore, that if you were visited by extraterrestrials, that makes you a very special. Yes, and if you are being visited, then I can imagine that there'd probably be some stories from your parents and grandparents that they also possibly have stories to tell you. Because if that is a thing, that would be really great to talk about. Dear Renee, thank you. What does knocking mean? So I've already read that to me. I do apologise. I feel cold too. Rick sees someone is listening to your prayers. Someone listening to your prayers. Christine, thank you for being in the chat. I just woke up and I had a dream with an ant crying in my room, and I woke up and realised my Abby passed away a year ago. That was most probably that spirit coming to visit you, you see. Yes, I can imagine it most probably was Christine. Very interesting though. Thank you for sharing that. I do appreciate that. Ric Flair, when I meditate sometimes it seems like a blip turns the light on and off like a power cut. Never happens any other time. Wow, that is very interesting, When you're doing such things, that happens. That's incredible. I'd love to know some more about that. I think I need to catch up with all these comments because I think I'm so far behind. Jada, yes, thank you. Like the power cut. So I asked, so this is Gina Reese, I asked God to give me a sign, paramedics, and I tripped over the Grinley, lol, next to my mum where I found my calling. Wow, I took care of my mum more than 7 years ago. Wow, wow, wow. So it is your calling then, it really is. And I'm glad that you found your calling. I really, really am. Brian Clark Jr., welcome back again. Thank you. Dean Reese, thank you for that comment, Dean Reese. I really do appreciate everything that you are sharing with the group here, Dee. Thank you. Okay then, guys, how long have we been? We've been 54 minutes here in this live. I really do appreciate you all being in here, guys. So guys, if you do have anything to share with the group about anything spooky or out of this world that you would like to share, then please drop the comment down by here, guys. I'll try my best to read it out. My mum passed away 6 years ago, my brother over 2 ago. I then left, 2 years ago, I can't read 2 seconds, I miss them dearly, but one of the best things they left me was the feeling of love. That's pretty true. It's one of the most powerful energies in the universe. It really is true. Do you know what? I'm going to pin that comment, Drew, because that is a really, really good comment there. You know, like, I'm glad that you are full of love, though, and the good memories, Drew, because ultimately those are the things that create the positive pathways in our life. So really, really am proud of you, though, Drew, you know, especially being a part of this channel and us being the mates that we are, because I do really appreciate you, you know, I really, really do. I appreciate all the boys on this channel. I really, really do, guys. Thank you, Drew, for sharing that with us. Really, really, really is amazing that you could do that on this live. Thank you. You're an inspiration to everybody in this live. Thank you. Diego, another story. A friend of mine, his aunt died, and when they were sitting at the table together in the evening talking about her, all the lights in the house started flickering. This happened one time. Yes, I can imagine that the spirit was coming back to literally communicate with you guys, and probably to be in your energies to help you guys achieve a better outcome and ultimately a better pathway in your lives, because this is what the spirits and the extraterrestrials are actually doing here. They're trying to help you guys spiritually advance, you see, because a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are, it's simply discarding who you are not. Right then, so explain your board behind you, D. I will explain the board, yes. So this is known as a talking board or a Ouija board, you see, and simply that they are a device that has been used for probably way longer than we are being told, but these are a way of speaking to other dimensions. Now on the channel we have used these many a times, and recently over the last, since this year nothing even does anything on here no more. It doesn't work anymore. It literally has not worked for us whatsoever. So ultimately we could have stopped doing what we were doing, but then we searched for other methods, and ultimately we came across the Estes method, which is using radio waves to make communication with the other dimensions. Now, this is something that Nikola Tesla was actually doing and has inspired this channel, along with the other inventor that you might not be familiar with, called, what was his name again? Oh, 2 seconds now. It has slipped my mind. Let me just a quick drink a second. Drew, if you remember the name of that other inventor, let me know in the chat. Oh, Marconi, there we go, it is, isn't it? Marconi was the other inventor, you see, and Marconi was also using radio waves, but he was using radio waves for communication, whilst Nikola Tesla was using radio waves for power. Yes, wireless power. Well, over 100 years ago, they had wireless power, guys. Oh, God, that was very nice. Very, very nice. I like this water. Very welcome back again. I do appreciate it. Christine, I had another dream when I was 23 and woke up in a spaceship. I saw something looking at me when and went away. And then when I looked back to sleep, I woke up in my room. Wow, that is incredible. I can imagine that was a very profound experience. Now, how did you feel when you woke up? Let me know, because that's most interesting. How were you feeling when you woke up? D, I've had a dream of my grandparents and heard music playing. I woke up well and had a good visit. Wow. I woke up well and had a good visit. Do you know what? See, because that just goes to show you, see, because it's not scary when these things happen, when our family members tend to visit us as these spirits, because they are here to help, guys. They really are. You know, we ain't here to like cause any problems with humans or anything like that. We are simply here to help you guys. You see, we really, really are. That's what extraterrestrials and aliens are really doing around here, guys, is trying to help you humans spiritually ascend to be the amazing thinkers of our times. Yes! But Viri, thank you for being back in this chat. Viri has shared some amazing things with her, with the group about her, about all the things that's going on in her life as well, you see, because she is an amazing woman also, you know. There's so many of you that keep popping up in these live streams that share such amazing stories, just like Viri did. And Dee, you've also shared some amazing stories, you know. So, yes, I do really appreciate it, you know. Thank you for being in the live, both of you, and all of you. Car Ejol, damn man, never thought I'd see a real alien today. I am a man in a mask, but I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes, but thank you for being in this live. If you could please, guys, double tap the screen to like the live, and also, guys, subscribe. It's free. It really is. Christine, confused and realised it was my room and went back to bed because I was still sleepy. Do you know what? I do like sleeping, and I love sleeping, you know. Apparently last night I was snoring very loudly, and my partner was not appreciative of that, and I kept getting woke up. Stop snoring, Ezekiel! I was like, what was I snoring? I was not, I said. I was not snoring. And then I go back to sleep. I feel very sorry for her sometimes. I have to put up with my snoring. Thank you, though, Dee. I really do appreciate it. Thanks. Rick Flair, I can sense a resistance, a force between hands, meditating between the palms, and it's the shift with movement. What can this be? That is the really good question, you see. Just like gravity, we can drop something and observe it, right? But the actual force of gravity, we cannot see it, you know? So there are other forces that we can't see that are all around us, just like radio waves we can't see, infrared we can't see. And the human emotions that express out of us, that have an effect on the quantum fabric all around us, also is an energy that can't be seen. So yes, there are many energies, especially that come out of the human torus field, you see, because science tells us that us humans only have a magnetic pole that comes out the top and the bottom of us, and that is it. And they say that the magnetic pole only travels up and down, but no, we have a torus field around us that comes out of our head here, around and through the bottom of our bodies, creating a torus field around each and every single one of you humans. So I can imagine that doing that with your hands, you can touch the torus field in a way that you're picking up this feeling in your senses that are more heightened when you are doing such things as those meditations. Well done. I love your alien mask. Thank you, Dee. I do appreciate that. Thank you. You know, I have actually, look, I got a bit of a, I almost knocked my, both of my phones over then. But yeah, it is a bit, all the stuff that we've been doing on this channel with this mask, it's absolutely taken a battering, and I ultimately need another one. But I think I'm going to use this mask for when I'm doing crazy stuff and get it dirty. When the new mask I get, I will only use that one for really important, you know, really, really important things that maybe I might be doing in public or special events. Because, guys, I have been doing a boot camp with YouTube, and I am hoping that I am going to be winning lots of merch YouTube goodies soon, because that is what it's all about. Learning the boot camp, how to vertical live stream, and then putting that into action. That's why we do these live feeds right now. And then apparently we could even end up on the Brit Awards. Guys, how amazing would that be if Ezekiel could be on the Brit Awards? I don't know what I'd be doing on there, but that's what they said to us, that those opportunities can happen if we win the competition in the boot camp. And to do that competition, all I have to do is 3 vertical live streams a week to be entered into that competition, and then Ezekiel will possibly win the YouTube swag and hopefully, potentially, the recognition that this channel and the guys that helped build this channel really deserve. You know, they have been a massive part of this channel. All my moderators that have helped build it, I do appreciate it. Yes, the mask is from Immortal Masks. Thank you, Drew. D, I'm taking a picture of the planet in my room. I was like unexplained. Oh wow, okay. Okay. Crash Cam, have you ever heard of on your planet? You should try it, bruv. Yes, I know of such stuff, but I am 5 years clean now, so I do not touch such things or any of those substances. I do appreciate, though, you talking about it, guys, because we can still talk about those things. So just let me know a little bit more about it. Maybe you want to tell me your maybe a really good experience with it. Let me know in the chat, Crash Cam. Really appreciate that. D, the planet appeared on my photo on my phone, and now I thought of nowhere out of it. Just come out of nowhere on your phone. That's really interesting. Really interesting, that is. People are thrown TF off. I'm not too sure what that's about, James, but for those of you that just joined in, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, yes, Ezekiel, and we are talking about are aliens and spirits real, you know. But we can talk about any topic, really. So guys, Scar, thank you for being back in again. I believe that extraterrestrial does visit without us realizing. It's including exactly. Spot on, D. Spot on there. Alec Chase. Actually, why did I click on this? I don't know, but I really do appreciate you commenting and taking the time, Alec. I really do appreciate you being in this chat. If you do have anything to say, if you have any experiences that were spooky or out of this world, then I would love to hear about them. So just put them in the chat. And yes, I am just a man in a mask. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes, but I do hope you enjoy this live. Thank you, Alec. D, I'm wondering if the drones flying around are extraterrestrial. No, that's just the government's trying to creep all you out to make you believe that they were UFOs, but they weren't. The real ones, we don't get seen. Not that much anyway, but we do like to show people sometimes our spacecraft, you know. They're quite amazing pieces of technology, you know. Maybe one day I could show you my spacecraft, but if you want to know more about my spacecraft, you can go check out our video that's on the top of our channel called Ouija Board at a UFO Crash Site. It's all about Rendlesham Forest, the UFO that crashed there. So guys, if you know about Roswell, well, this is considered the UK's Roswell. So go check that video out. The thumbnail is a picture of me holding a Ouija board with a crashed UFO behind me. Now guys, you really will learn a lot about this character, Ezekiel, and the Rendlesham Forest incident that was reported by the military during 1990 in the United Kingdom. Yes. What is going on with this one? I keep tapping it and getting rid of the live by accident, so let me just get it up again quickly. There we go. So guys, thank you for doing honest with us about the universe and the drones. Not a problem. Not a problem. Like I said, I am only here to try and help you. Congratulations for being clean. Thank you so much as well. Yeah, literally like 5 years clean, going on 6 years. Cool kid, are you an alien? I'm just a man in a mask. I'm not here to pull the wool over your eyes. Femme Boer, are you a lesbian? What? No, I most definitely am not. But thank you. I do appreciate that comment. Just me, alien. Yes, that's me. Ric Flair, during moving meditation, I can feel things even though not touching. It's like current of wind flowing over everything. Yes, that is a good experience to have. And if you're feeling those things, then you may possibly have some sort of metaphysical powers that you are tapping into. So keep giving it a go. You really should keep giving it a go, guys. D. Renee, yes, I'm LGBT dating no guy. I am LGBT dating no guy. Okay, that's okay. Are there gay aliens? Ah, right. Give me a kiss and I'll tell you. I'm very joking. No, there is not actually. No, there is not. You know, we're all, just keep ourselves to ourselves. We don't actually we don't have the ability to be able to do what you humans do. You know what I'm saying there? We're what we'd call not very active like that. We aren't. We're more into spiritually advancing you humans as you should. So that's what we care about. Yeah. So farmer are there black aliens? There really are. Yes, there are, guys. There really are some black aliens. You know. They're green, yellow, pink, blue. Yes, green. There's all sorts of colors. It's amazing, you know. It really, really, really is how diverse and how amazing the spectrum of extraterrestrials there are out there, because there are so many across the universe and the galaxy, you know. It's crazy. Right then, guys. Let's see if we can get a few more people in this live. Guys, now it is Saturday night and we are talking about, are aliens or spirits real? This is the topic. I think flying would be awesome. Do you know what? Flying really would be awesome, you know, guys. I would love to fly. I've had many dreams of flying as a kid. Now, as a kid, I always used to have this one dream of flying in my school, where I would fly around and everyone thought I was amazing. And you know what? That was the only time in school, in my dream, I actually enjoyed school. Because it was not for me. It was not what I needed, you know. I needed to be, out in nature and understanding all about that stuff, because nature is beautiful, guys. Summer solstice is in 35 days. Cosmic radiation will be at its peak. Wow, I did not know. Marks, thank you for being back. I can be moderator. Marks, possibly soon, but we're not taking any more moderators on right now. But you never know, I might need another one soon. Thank you, though, Marks. I will keep that in mind. Just me are aliens, fairies. I think they're two different things, fairies and aliens, because, fairies are like this big, aren't they? Great question, though. Hi, Max. Yes, Max is back again, and he also has the membership. He is part of our Awakened Spirits membership, guys. You can all join part of our Awakened Spirits. Literally, just go and tap it and become a part of our membership. I think it's up there somewhere. I'm not too sure, actually, where you guys would see such the membership. Right, am I back in here now? There we go. So then, guys, I'm not going to be on this live for too long tonight because the numbers are quite low. Yeah, you're right there, Don Camilio. We should not do those things, Nature is very beautiful. You are right, D. Thank you. And yes, Marks, it's a pleasure. Thank you. So then, guys, we are going to be wrapping up very soon, because I don't think this particular live and how we're doing it is actually growing that much, so we might have to rethink how I'm going to come out and do another one of these. So we can't do it without you guys as well, so you guys sharing and liking and subscribing really does help, Yes, don't do drugs. Nope, I stay away from drugs, and so does Ezekiel, because I like to make better choices now, see, because I've been through all of that stuff, and I come out a much positive person because of it. All the struggles I went through with my addictions, my homelessness, and my depressions ultimately made me a better individual, you see. But that's a whole nother story for the mental health awareness lives that we do. I do these mental health awareness lives during the daytime in the United Kingdom around 11 or 12 o'clock. Tomorrow is actually the last one we're doing, but we will probably be extending them because they have been so popular, and people is getting thousands and thousands of people in the mental health awareness streams that we're doing. Because we're working with all the charities, and ultimately we're going to be raising some money and awareness for these charities like the Samaritans and the local food banks in our communities. Because guys, we are a channel that is trying to do some good around here, guys. The revenue we want to use for charity work. So each and every single one of you can be a part of this simply by being in these lives. Subscribe and like the lives, guys, and it really, really does help us out as a channel, you see. Thank you. Do you wear a mask in public? Yes, I have worn this mask out in public, and if you'd like to see us do some more public stuff, then let us know in the chat. Farmer Bua Abbey, do aliens explode? It all depends, because after hot holes last night, you know what exploded after all that hot sauce, so I pretty much explained that there. Yes, it was very explosive after hot holes, eating lots of hot sauce. So yes, the episode 2 of Hot Holes we did yesterday ultimately lived up to its name, Hot Holes. I exploded out of that, Anyway, love is the biggest of all drug. You are right. Yes, you are right. You are definitely right there. Well done. Glad to hear that for mental health matters. Yes, it does matter because I have been through it. Like I said, in those mental health awareness live streams, I literally speak about my experiences overcoming my homelessness, my substance abuse, and my depression, you see. Because, when we talk about these things as men don't, you see, we tend to bottle all these things up and then it becomes depression. But once we can talk about them and compress our problems and see what they really are, then we can make positive changes moving forward, yet then creating positive pathways in our lives, ultimately creating better lives for us, you see. So, yes, thank you very much. Just me, yes, do more public stuff. What would you like us to do out in public then, guys? Maybe go and ask the public some questions, dressed up as Ezekiel. That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? Maybe interviewing people out in the public randomly. Yes, you want me to do that, do you? Okay. Why you wear gloves, if you don't mind me asking? Because I got human hands under here, but I have got alien hands that go up to my elbows, proper sleeves. But I don't wear them on these lives because it gets quite difficult to be able to, pick things up or be able to type on the phone. So I just wearing these gloves. They're getting a bit ripped now. I need to put some new ones on. But yeah, this is a reason why, Dee. Yes, and I will be doing some stuff in public soon, guys. We've got a lot of stuff lined up soon. And, there's a really big little secret. There's a sort of a secret thing that we're doing soon. I'm sending, I don't want to give it away, but we're doing something literally out of this world soon on this live, not this particular one, but we'll be doing a live about it, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. I don't really want to give it away, but the only thing I can tell you guys, it is literally out of this world. Now, there are some tips, there's a hint that we posted maybe 4 or 5 days ago in our posts, that if you go through our post, you might just get the hint of what we might be doing if you can see what we're doing with the helium. That's the clue. Okay? It's the only clue I'm going to give you guys. Go check the posts out and maybe drop a comment on what you think we're doing with helium. Anyway, sorry for your loss, Ginger. I am losing my mum. I don't think grief ever goes. It really, it's a really, really difficult one when losing, a family member, especially if you lose 2 as well, I have not been unfortunate yet to lose someone as close to me as that. And, you know, I can imagine it must be very difficult, you know, very, very difficult. So thank you for sharing that, though. VV, am I Christian? No, I am spiritual, but not religious. I hope that answers your question. Sorry for the... Oh, you've already read that. I have a question. Are you a Christian? I've already answered that, VV. I feel badly for my brother because they are so young. What? Why do you feel badly for them, though, D? Christian. Well, hello. Crystal, well, hello. Thank you for coming into this live. I do appreciate you being in here. I really do. For those of you who just joined this live, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, Ezekiel, yes, and we are talking about asking the question, are aliens or spirits real? Put it in the comments below if you have something you would like to share with the group. Losing my mum because they are so young. Losing the... Oh, yeah, I get you. I do get you. Damn. Wow. What an incredible lady you are, Dee. You really, really are. Right then, guys. Okay. So I am going to be ending this live. I do appreciate each and every one of you being in here. Thank you all for participating. I love each and every single one of you, and I hope that I will be able to see you all tomorrow in the mental health awareness live stream that I will be doing around 11 or 12 o'clock midday tomorrow in the United Kingdom. So guys, if you do want to catch me in that mental health awareness live stream, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get our notifications when we do go live. Guys, remember, a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. I love each and every single one of you, and I wish you all the best weekend ever. Goodbye, and see you tomorrow.